Hello, and welcome back to a new video. During my research online for a platform that provides WhatsApp API, I found several platforms, and all of them were either expensive or required multiple conditions for subscription. I came across a platform called Wasender API, and I have used it in several previous projects. I always relied on webhook and HTTP request, but in this video, I will share with you the new update available on the Wasender API platform, where it is now possible to easily connect n8n with Wasender API. This means there will be a trigger node and other nodes available directly on n8n, and these nodes are Wasender API. Let's go through the explanation in this video. Stay with me until the end, and don't forget to support me with a like and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. As you can see, the Wasender API platform has very reasonable pricing. For just $6, you can get WhatsApp API with a monthly one-time payment, and there are no fees on messages. The price is almost symbolic, especially for beginners, people who want to learn, developers, and even business owners. They can access this service at a very affordable cost and grow their work. Registering on Wasender API is very simple. As you can see, I will start with Continue with Google. It asks me to create a session, so I choose Create Session. I give the session a name. Here I will call it WhatsApp Project with n8n. Then I select the country of the WhatsApp number, add the mobile number, and choose Create and Connect Session. After moving to this step, a QR code appears. I use my mobile WhatsApp to scan the QR code from the Wasender API platform. As you can see, within a few seconds, WhatsApp is connected to the Wasender API platform, and I now have access to WhatsApp API. Now I go to n8n and select Wasender API. As you can see, there is no node named Wasender API in my previous projects. I used to rely on webhook and HTTP request to work with Wasender API. But what I discovered today is that there is a new update in the documentation on the Wasender API platform. Through it, we can connect n8n and get a dedicated Wasender API node. This will make the process much easier and more professional. Let's start step by step on how to connect n8n with Wasender API. First, I go to the Wasender API documentation and select the new n8n integration community node. I click on it, and the instructions appear showing how to connect n8n with Wasender API in simple steps. Everything is clearly explained in detail, and you can review it. The first step is to copy the Wasender API n8n node. Then I go to Settings, choose Community Node, and Install Community Node. I agree to the risk message and activate it, then click Install. In this way, I have enabled Wasender API on n8n. As you can see, n8n nodes now include Wasender API, and it has two nodes available. I go back to the workflow and click Add, then search for Wasender API. As you can see, the Wasender API node appears, and it includes several triggers. Here, I choose the trigger On Message Received. I need to add credentials first, so I select Add a New Credential and create a new credential. It asks me for a personal access token. I go back to the Wasender API platform, where it shows me how to get the personal access token. From Settings, I choose Personal Access Token. I go to my account settings, select the Personal Access Token option, give the token a name, for example, My Token, and create it. I copy the token provided by Wasender API, then return to n8n and paste the personal access token. After that, I click Save, and the credential is successfully created. The next step is session selection. From the list, I choose the session name. After selecting the session name, I test the node. As I always do, I prefer testing each node to ensure there are no errors. I go to WhatsApp and send a message, for example, hello. As you can see, within a few seconds, I received the message in n8n, and I successfully connected the Wasender API node with n8n. Now, I add another Wasender API node to reply to the received message. This time, I select Send Text Message, so it sends a message to the number that contacted me. As you can see, there are multiple options, such as send image message, send audio message, and others. All of these we will use in future projects. We select the message from the list WhatsApp project, and I set the operation to send message. I add a text, for example, "Hi, how are you?" and everything is ready, so I run the node. Now I have two nodes. The first receives messages from WhatsApp, and the second replies to them through WhatsApp. Next, I add an AI agent node and connect the conversation. The AI agent requires an OpenAI chat model and also requires simple memory. I also map the remote JID by selecting the number. After completing the setup and arranging the workflow, I test it by opening WhatsApp and sending hello. I notice an issue. I need to correctly map the remote JID from the Wasender trigger, and the text must be taken from the AI agent output. After fixing this, everything works correctly. This node makes the workflow very simple and easy. I highly recommend trying it. If you have any comments or questions, write them below and suggest what the next video should be about, considering these new updates in Wasender API, but make our work easier. I hope you benefited from this video, and don't forget to support me with a like and subscribe. Goodbye.